Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Keke Leto, aka Keke. This is Bopela with Keke. I'm so sorry for the inconsistency. I've been having technical problems, but I'm hoping that these problems will be fixed very soon and you'll be able to meet your girl. Thank you so much for your support. For those that have been watching my videos even when I was not active, thank you so much for the support. And the new subscribers, welcome to my channel. Here, your girl is going to share with you very important information. If you have any question, don't hesitate to comment and ask the question, and your girl will research and give you the information about whatever that you want to know. Welcome and thank you for your support. Today, I thought I should talk about the IELTS test. International English Language Testing System. This is the English test written by people that wants to migrate, study, or work in English-speaking countries. So this test is scored from 0 to 9, 0 being non-user and 9 being expert users. Different countries have different score requirements, and it depends on what you want to go do in that certain country. For example, if you want to go register like NMC as a nurse or medical board, or you want to study, there are certain scores that each organization wants. Even universities have different scores that they need depending on also what you want to study in that university. Another thing is when you want to do the visa, there is a certain, depending on the type of visa that you are requiring, there are certain scores that you are required to get. Like also if you want to be a citizenship, some countries need, if you want to get citizenship in some English-speaking countries, you are required to write the English test, and there are also different scoring each country has. So I thought I should just explain the format of this test. This test has two types. It's the academic and the general. The academic is for people that wants to register in medical boards or nurses that want to register the NMC, which is the Nursing and Midwifery Council. And for some universities, for studying, it's required to have academic IELTS. General IELTS test or general English test, it's for those that just need the visa to relocate for work. Both tests are graded in the same way, and they both have 4 parts. That is listening, reading, writing, and speaking. The first 3 parts, which is listening, reading, and writing, are done on the same day, and there are no breaks in between. Like you will not be allowed to go out and come back. Yes, there will only be like a few minutes, like 3 or 10 minutes for exchange of paper so that you get the next paper. As for speaking, it can be done within 7 days of your test. It can be before your test of these other 3, or it can be after, but within 7 days. So I'll talk about the 4 parts. I'll talk about these 4 parts of this test and how it is done on each type, like how it's done on academic test and how it's done on general test. I'll firstly start with writing. So writing is different from on both types, like academic and general. The format is different. On both tests, the writing test is to assess the writing skills. They want to see how well you can respond appropriately to the question, organize your ideas, and use range of vocabulary and grammar accurately. So it applies on both tests. On academic writing, this one it's the formal style of writing. So in this one there are 2 tasks, task 1 and task 2. On task 1 you'll be presented with a graph, table, chart or diagram. You'll be asked to describe, summarize, or explain the information in your own words. This might involve describing and explaining data, describing the stages of process or how some things work, or describing an object or event. In task 2, you'll be asked to write an essay in response to a point of view, argument, or a problem. We'll now move on to general writing. So on general writing, it's just talking about the general interests, and it also has two tasks, task 1 and task 2. On task 1, you'll be presented with a situation and asked to write a letter requesting information or explaining the situation. The letter can be written in personal, semi-formal, or formal style. That's all about task 1 on general writing. Task 2, you'll also be given a scenario, and then you'll be asked to respond to a point of view, argument, or a problem. But on this one, you can use fairly personal style. While on academic, we said it's formal. You have to write formal, but here you can write in a personal style. So on both tests, the whole writing test or the whole writing part, the whole writing part takes 60 minutes. It's just 1 hour. So you are advised to spend 20 minutes on task 1 and at least 40 minutes on task 2, because task 2 has a lot of marks, and it's a lot. Yes, it's a lot, but task 1 it's not as much as task 2. That's why the advice is take at least 20 minutes on task 1 and 40 minutes on task 2. But it's continuous, like you are just given the question paper like that. It has both task 1 and task 2. So if you want to start with task 2, you can start with task 2, then come back to task 1, or you take 20 minutes or less on task 1 and move on to task 2. So it's only those two questions on writing, task 1 and task 2. So on both, task 1, you have to write at least 150 words. Yes, at least 150 words. And on task 2, it has to be at least 250 words. So on both tests, 150 on task 1 and 250 on task 2. Next is reading. So like I said, I'll talk about how the format of the general and the format of the academic. The format on both, it's the same. The difference is that the topics on general are easier than on academic. Yes, on academic it's like for professionals and those willing to study, and for the general it's just based on general topics, but the format is the same. So here on reading, it consists of 3, sometimes 4 passages. Passage 1, it's the simplest, then difficulty increases with passages. Like passage 4 is the most difficult. There are 40 questions to answer for the reading part. Yes, all the sections, either 3 or 4, all of them, there are 40 questions in total to answer. The time is 1 hour, 60 minutes. That's the time for answering the reading questions. It is advised to spend at least 20 minutes on each section. That is if you have 3 sections. 20 minutes on each section, it will be 60 minutes. And then on this one, most people are killed by time. Yes, most people don't manage to finish because of time. So it is wise that you keep on practicing and practicing, and when you practice, set the time. Then you'll be able to, when you go for your exam, you'll be able to kill the time. Listening test is the same with both academic and general test. This test is meant to assess your listening skills, how well you understand main ideas and specific factual information, how well you recognize the opinions, attitudes, and purpose of the speaker, and how well you follow the development of an argument. Listening takes 40 minutes in total, and there are 40 questions to answer. And the questions varies. It can either be multiple choice, matching, plan, map, diagram, labeling, note, table, flowchart, summary completion, or sentence completion. And each correct answer receives 1 mark. So it's out of 40, 1 mark for each question. Listening test consists of 4 recordings. The first recording is a conversation between 2 people set in everyday social context. The second recording, it's a monologue set in everyday social context. Like an example, speech about local facilities. The third recording, it's a conversation between up to 4 people set in an educational or training context. That is a university tutor and student discussing an assignment. That could be that's the example of the conversation between up to 4 people. Recording 4 consists of a monologue on academic subjects, for example, a university lecture. So that's all about the 3 parts of this IELTS test. Those 3 parts, remember we said they are done continuously, like it's 3 hours continuously, one after the other. And if you want to take a break, if you want to go to the toilet, for example, it's at your own cost. It's at your own time. The test is not going to stop. Yeah, that's what I mean. The test is not going to stop. You go to the toilet, the minutes that you lose in the toilet are going to be counted in, because they are not going to stop the time saying you went to the toilet. So you need to practice how to continuously do these tasks without taking a break. Now, the last one, it's speaking. Speaking, remember I said it can be done on the same day or within 7 days of the test, either before or after this other three parts of the test. So here on listening, you'll be talking to a certified examiner. Yes, you'll be talking to a person, a certified IELTS examiner, and you'll be interacting with this person as close as real life situation, and the variety of accents can be used. If you have your own accent, it's allowed to use your own accent. There's nothing that you can do to change your accent, but you need to be as clear as possible so that what you are saying can be heard. So this is on the test today. There's a recording done for marking. Yes, there will be a recording done so that your test can be marked. This IELTS speaking, it's designed to arrange your speaking skills. Yes, they just want to see how you communicate, your communication opinions and information on everyday topics and common experiences. Yes, that's just what they want to do, like your communication opinion and information on everyday topics. It's about everyday topics here. They want to see how well you can organize your ideas coherently, and how you can express and justify your opinions, and also how you can analyze, discuss, and speculate about issues. Here, all is needed is for you to relax and speak fluently. They want to see that you can speak naturally, so you don't need to be tense or panic, because it will be just like the conversation. They want to see if you can communicate with other people. So you need to relax and speak fluently and naturally. Speaking test takes 11 to 14 minutes, and it has three parts. There is part 1, part 2, and part 3. On part 1, the examiner will introduce himself or herself to you and ask you to introduce yourself, and you confirm your identity. Like, there will be identity check. There will be identity checks. Then the examiner will ask you general questions or familiar topics. For example, home, family, work, studies, and interests. This section should help you to relax and talk naturally. Like, it's just ice-breaking. Yes, it's just an ice-breaking section. Then part 2, the examiner will give you a task card. You'll be given a task card, which will ask you to talk about a particular topic, including points to include in your talk. Yes, this card will have the topic and the points that they want you to include in your talk. You will be given 1 minute to prepare and make notes. So you can make like some points, like you have a piece of paper where a pen or pencil that you'll be given, that you'll be making your points. Yes, you can jot down your points, and then you'll be asked to talk for 1 to 2 minutes only on that topic. 1 to 2 minutes on that topic. You will not be interrupted during this time, so it is important that you keep talking. Like, keep talking until the examiner says now you can stop. The examiner will then ask you 1 or 2 questions on the same topic. Like, towards the end, the examiner will just ask you 1 or 2 questions. Then on part 3, the examiner will ask you further questions which are connected to the topic of part 2. These questions are designed to give you the opportunity to discuss more abstract issues and ideas. So if there are some things that you probably forgot on task 1, on task 2, when you are giving the points, you can add them here, or there's a point that you feel you didn't discuss it further on task 2. Here you can talk about it further. You can elaborate, discuss it, and show this person that I can really communicate. I know how to talk. I know how to speak. I can speak this English. Yes. And that will be it about the English test. Just that. So how do you prepare for this test? When you go on IELTS British Council website, there are some practicing tests there that they provide that are for free. You can use them and practice and practice and practice. Also on YouTube, there are people that talk about this test, that teach, and there are individuals that give the guidance on how to go about this IELTS, and they coach you, but they make you pay. Below I'll leave the link for the IELTS British Council website, where you can go and see these practice tests. And also, hopefully, on some days I'll do the videos talking about each section, on how to go about it, and some tips, and yes, just the practice. I'll try to do that on the next videos. I hope I'll not get technical problems like I'm getting at the moment. I hope that time everything will be fixed. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it will help you, and please remember to like if you found it informative, and subscribe to my channel if you did not yet subscribe. Like I'm saying, there's a lot of information that I'm yet to share with you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.